Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at the oil and filter change procedure that's listed here on the NSX wiki site. So this is a great little resource for anybody who owns an NSX. Some good information on here, but looking specifically at the oil change. So it looks like you need approximately 8 liters of 0W40 synthetic oil, the filter, 7 plug crush washers, some shop towels, and some clips if you break anything. And then tools, the oil filter wrench, which is a 74 millimeter with 14 flutes, a couple of hex bits, Torx bits, screwdrivers, torque wrenches, funnels, so on and so forth. So as we can see, the filter is located in the trunk area. You just get into this trunk section here, pull this front piece off, and you get access to that filter. Now, underneath the car, you have to remove this covering in order to get to the area where there are 7 drain plugs that have to be taken out. And I believe there is one that must be drained first, and the others can be drained in any order. So there's pictures of the various locations of the plugs. There's your number 1 spot right there. So here is the plug that needs to be drained first, and then I guess he's obviously identified all of the other plugs. Let's see what we got here. So yep, there's the first one there. That's the rear of the car. That's the front of the car. And then from his picture, here are the remainder of the plugs. So there are 7 of them in total. And then obviously you've got your filter right here. And once you're done, you're good to go. Fill them back up, check for leaks, we're good to go. All right, so now let's talk about cost. So this video is going to be talking about the maintenance costs of these type of cars. So we're going to take a look at some various supercars here, okay? So obviously I only have a perspective on the NSX, but for these other ones, we're using them as comparable vehicles, so kind of get a range as to cost of ownership when it comes to maintenance, simple things like an oil change. So we'll start off with the Porsche 911, about $450 for an oil change. The Acura, I hit up about 5 different dealerships, and we're averaging about $450 for an oil change. Lamborghini Huracan, about $1,000 for that. Ferrari 458, about $1,000, and a McLaren 570S, about $1,500. All right, so from my research for the Acura NSX, the filter is about $20. The oil is about $50. So on a DIY budget, we're looking at around $70 for the oil change. Now, various shops are saying that the oil change would take about 4 to 5 hours, and we're looking at roughly about a labor rate of $150 an hour, around there. It may be higher or lower. But that's what we're looking at, and so you can see the cost difference. You know, even if you are going to go to a dealership, it's not too bad. You know, I know it's $450, but still, if you're doing it yourself, it's going to take a little bit of time, get through all 7 of those plugs. And so then when we look at the tire cost, for the OEM tires, when we look at the Porsche, we're looking at about $1,500 for a Pirelli stock tire. When we look at the NSX, we're running about $1,300 for the Continental stocks. The Lamborghini Huracan, $1,500 for the Pirelli. The Ferrari 458, about $1,300 for the Pirelli, and $1,500 for the Pirellis for the McLaren. Now, obviously, there are different tire options. If you don't want to go with the stock options, there are various other options for tires that could cost more, could cost less, but these are just looking at the OEM view, what the cost roughly should be. So again, this is more of a video to kind of show you the comparison of costs, and obviously looking at the Acura, it is quite favorable when it comes to the maintenance costs. So just another lens of showing cost of ownership. Hope this video is helpful to you guys. Again, we'll continue to bring different videos showing the various components of ownership of an Acura NSX. And yeah, if you guys have anything you want to see, feel free to leave those suggestions in the comments. I'd be glad to take a look at them. Until next time, we'll catch you in the next video.